Pat, how's morale today?
Dan, life is good. You know, I saw myself on a little graphic that your team posted over there. Walter White's on there, John McCain, and a bunch of other people. I have no idea who they are, and Hootie's even on there. And it's nice to have my name mentioned amongst the greats. I'll tell you that right now, Dan. That's the type of thing you get with Dan Patrick that you don't get anywhere else.
Who is your biggest celebrity friend?
I don't think anybody, Dan. I guess you, if you would consider yourself a friend of mine. But I don't think anybody else really. Adam Vinatieri, maybe. I mean, he and I have gotten drunk a couple times together. I mean, that's probably a good friendship. I've held his balls for a while.
Now, what do you guys talk about when you're with Vinatieri? Is it all about the great things that Vinatieri's done in his career?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that. I mean, that's a long conversation.
Do you remember when I kicked that one against the Raiders? Do you remember when I won that one? Oh, no, that's right. I won a couple of Super Bowls.
Vinatieri has only won about 4 Super Bowls, ready to get his 5th, I think, if he's going to kick until he gets makes that happen. But he's one of the coolest dudes ever, and he's just like he's one of my best friends, even though we have 15 years difference between us. And he's got 100 kids. I got no kids. It's just it's the old casual, like, man cave conversation, couple beers, and he's just an alpha male who kicks the hell out of football. So it's a good relationship, but I don't have the friends like you have, man. I'm just a regular guy who likes to drink beer and eat wings.
Is there a different mentality between punters and place kickers?
That's a good question. You know, Vinatieri and I have a very similar mindset, except for when it comes to game winners, Vinatieri becomes like an iceman. He's impossible to even talk to. He doesn't talk to anybody. He stares right through you. And I think that's why he has become who he's become. But I think punters are normally much more athletic than kickers, and I think that's very well known. So mindsets are kind of a different thing because each guy does his own thing. I didn't really have that good a form. I just swung as hard as I possibly could every single time I was on the field. So I think kickers and punters are all a little weird, a little bit different, but at the end we're all kind of the same animal. It's just us and the ball.
Any second thoughts on your decision?
No, not at all. I'm having a great time with this microphone thing that you've been doing for a living for a long time. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I've had conversations with a lot of incredible people. I got a chance to talk to Edgerrin James last week and kind of chit-chat about his strip club in Miami and all the great things he's doing down in South Florida. It's a lot of fun kind of getting to learn stuff. It's just a lot of fun to conversate with people, and I've been enjoying the hell out of it. So when the season comes around, maybe.
Edgerrin James is giving back to the community with his strip club? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's for the adults, yeah. He's giving back to the adults with his adult ballet, and then to the children. He basically fosters, like, an entire community down there. Like 180 kids come through his house in the summer. He takes care of them, kind of mentors them, and then at night he's taking care of all the adults with a good dance routine. You know, it's a great thing he's got going on down there.
The NFL Competition Committee is proposing a couple of things, 10-minute overtimes as opposed to 15. Also, you can't jump over the center to block an extra point or a field goal. What do you think of these proposed rule changes?
Well, that jump over the center thing is something that got us a few years ago whenever we played New England. It's a big deal for player safety, mostly because to do so, both of your tackles, your defensive tackles, have to lunge at the feet of the guards. So whenever the nose tackle or when the tackles lunge at the feet of the guards, there's a lot of pressure on people's knees so then people can jump over. So it's not exactly the jump over that people want to eliminate. It's the diving at the ankles of the offensive guards who have to protect for us kickers back there. So I respect that move. I really enjoy watching an animal, though, jump over a center and block a kick. I mean, that's one of the most freaky athletic things to watch because you have to time it up perfectly. You have to be so explosive to make that happen and not touch anybody with the rule change they made last year. I think that's a very interesting thing. And I think since 2012, 22 of the 83 overtime games have gone on longer than 10 minutes. So that'd be a lot of ties. I don't think we should be getting into the business of ties. That's just not our sport. That's not America. You either win or you lose, right? There's no ties. There's none of that BS. You either win or you lose. I think we should play until there's a winner. I think at some point, just like there is a sudden death after each team has a possession, I think you have to play until there's a winner. I don't think they should shorten it. I think they should say, hey, play until you find a winner. And if you have a short week with a Thursday game coming up, sucks for you. You should have got the job done quicker.
But also, let me go back to jumping over the center to try to block a kick. If I had a guy, and I'm looking for the guy with the best vertical on my roster, why couldn't I just have him jump over center every time, and all it's going to cost me is a penalty? So it's half the distance, but if I time it right, I could change the game. Certainly in overtime. I don't know why teams didn't try to do this, Pat.
Well, I don't. We had it in our playbook a bunch, and the only thing you're risking though is if you get a penalty on that, you could possibly give up a first down, which 4 points is a big swing in every single game. So you're either going to get a field goal or a touchdown there if you give up a first down.
Let's say it's an extra point.
If it's an extra point, I mean, you could probably do that until you want to end it. And if you look towards the end of games, that's what New England did against us. It was kind of the last touchdown.
Yeah.
We can either make it a 1-point game or make it a tie game. They risked it. They jumped it over. It's all a game of risk. And it's some coaches, whenever you're in a close game, that's whenever you find out the good coaches. And I'm learning this about college basketball, too. It's in those close games where you find out if a coach is good or not. It's not whether or not they can get a team prepared or whatever. It's game time decisions. And all those things come from the head coach and from the special teams coach making a play. And I think as long as they get rid of the people diving at the ankles of the guards, I think the jump over play is something that's majestic to watch, and I think they should keep it in the game personally. But it's the diving at the ankles that's the big deal.
What's the on-field rule change you would like to make if you had the power?
Well, I want the refs to be able – I think you should be able to challenge anything. And I think if you challenge it and you get it right, I think you should keep your challenge. And I think the refs shouldn't have to go into their little teepee thing they got going on over there. I think they should just look at the 100-foot jumbotron that is all in 4K in every single stadium, look up there and go, oh, that wasn't a hold, that isn't a 10-yard penalty, which completely negates an entire drive. If they can call holding on any play at all, and now all of a sudden it's 1st and 20. You're just trying to get a good punt off to change field position. I think refs should be able to look at the jumbotron and say, oh, that wasn't a hold. We messed that up. Let's keep it moving. But it's just there's so many things that you can fix if you just allow refs to fix their mistakes, because refs are in a bad spot right now. They're not only battling rule changes, they're also battling technology where everybody at home can see everything except for them. And I don't know why we just have to act like they don't see the literally football field-sized TV that's right above them that has every single angle of the play. I don't think a little bit of a delay, a 10-second delay to kind of rewatch the replay and get the call right is a problem. I think that's something they should think about.
I hope you're having fun. Always great to check in with you, and good luck in the Celebrity Bracket Challenge.
Hey, I appreciate you greatly. Dan Dockich filled out my entire bracket. I made a couple differences, so it's not really a me thing. This is an us thing, and I'm real excited about it. Walter White is going to get beat, and I'm excited about that.
Wait. Are you and Dan Dockich friendly now?
Yeah, we had a little beef there for a little bit. We had a little battle because he was good friends with Grigson. I obviously hated the guy, so that's two different really sparring heads, kind of bulls battling. But we're real good friends, and he ran through the – I don't pay attention to college basketball. I know nothing. That's probably why I'm doing so well. But I listen to my friend's advice, my smart friend's advice. That's what successful people do. Made a couple changes. WVU makes a run. Xavier sends me to Vegas for Bud Light Busters. We're just keeping it moving, Dan.
How do people listen to your broadcast on Barstool Sports?
Well, it's anywhere any podcasts are. So it's on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and all that stuff. If people would just get an iPhone, though, and make everybody's life easier, that'd be great. Just find it on iTunes. The Pat McAfee Show presented by Barstool Sports. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have a good time here.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Dan.
That's Pat McAfee, former Colts punter. Cashed in and, well, said, that's it. I'm done. And I think people thought at the time, like, wait a minute. You're going to have second thoughts here. Wait, is he really doing this? Is this a publicity stunt? And then I remember Paulie saying, McAfee's done. Like, he's done. I go, he's a Pro Bowl kicker. He's making a lot of money. He's kicking for a team that, could make a playoff run one of these years. I don't know. And then Paulie said, no, he's done. I went, okay.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.